Do you remember that time in your 20s? Back then, if you got a small scrape on your hand while gardening, or a tiny scratch from your cat, a few days later, it was gone. No scar, no dark mark. Your skin healed itself like magic. But then, one morning, you look in the mirror and notice something different. That acne mark from last month is still there. A small cut on your ankle now takes almost 2 weeks just to scab over. And when it finally heals, it leaves behind a faint mark that just won't seem to fade. You start to wonder, am I doing something wrong? And the answer is no. You're not doing anything wrong at all. It's just that the repair team beneath your skin is starting to show up to work a little later than it used to. My name is Dr. William Carter, and today I want to help you understand why this incredible system begins to slow down with age, and more importantly, how we can gently support it and give it the energy it needs to work better again. Let me share a small secret about your skin. Imagine your body as a beautiful home, and your skin is the paint. The walls, the protective layer that shields that home from wind, rain, and daily wear. Now here's what makes this house remarkable. It has a maintenance team working around the clock, 24/7. When you get a small scratch, or even tiny, invisible damage from pollution or sunlight, it's like a brick in the wall cracking. And your skin doesn't just sit there. It doesn't heal itself by chance. Instead, it activates a highly trained response team that follows 4 precise steps, what I like to call the repair process. First comes the alarm. The moment there's a breach, skin cells at that spot sound the alert. We're under attack. We need help now. Chemical signals are released, like sirens echoing through your bloodstream. Second is the cleanup. Your immune system sends in its most skilled responders. Their job is to clear away bacteria, debris, and dead cells. That's why the area often turns red, slightly swollen, and warm. Don't panic when you see this. It's actually good news. It means your home is being thoroughly cleaned, so new materials can be laid down properly. Third, and this step is critical, comes rebuilding. This is when the master builders arrive. We call them fibroblasts. They bring collagen with them. Think of collagen as strong steel scaffolding, woven together to fill the gap and pull the skin surface back into place. And finally, step 4, finishing. A new, smooth layer of skin forms, doing its best to blend evenly with the surrounding area. When you're young, 18, in your 20s, this crew works like a top-tier construction team. Fast, precise, almost flawless. But once we move past 26, then 30, those workers start to slow down. They show up a little later. Their movements aren't as sharp, and sometimes they place a few bricks slightly off. That's why healing isn't as smooth, and color isn't as even as it used to be. So what really happened? Why did your construction crew suddenly start to slow down? According to research from the National Institutes of Health, there are 3 primary reasons this system begins to rust with age. And today, I want to add a 4th enemy, one that may be hiding right inside your kitchen. First, your cells are running low on energy. Every skin cell needs energy to divide, rebuild, and repair. But after about age 25, that biological battery no longer charges the way it used to. Cell turnover slows noticeably. It's like trying to renovate your house with a crew that's constantly tired and half awake. They still show up. They still work. But everything moves painfully, slowly. Second, the silent killer called UV. This is something even my patients in sunny Florida and people calling me from cloudy places like Seattle or Chicago often underestimate. Here's the truth. Even when you're sitting in an air-conditioned office in Seattle or driving under overcast skies in Chicago, UVA rays are still passing quietly through windows and glass. They don't burn your skin the way UVB does, so you don't feel pain. You don't turn red. But according to the American Academy of Dermatology, UVA is the thief that sneaks onto the construction site every single day and cuts through the collagen scaffolding your builders just worked so hard to put up. Imagine finishing a wall in the morning. only to have someone come back at night and tear it down. That's exhausting, and over time, deeply discouraging for your skin. Third, chronic, low-grade inflammation, often called inflammaging. The World Health Organization has issued serious warnings about this process. Work stress, poor sleep, ultra-processed, fast foods. All of it keeps your body stuck in a constant state of false alarm. Your skin becomes like a fire station overwhelmed by prank calls. It's so busy responding to internal noise that when a real emergency shows up, like an actual wound on the surface, it no longer has the energy or focus to respond properly. And finally, the sweet saboteur, sugar. In medicine, we call this process glycation. When you consume too much sugar, those sugar molecules bind tightly to collagen fibers, making them stiff, brittle, and easy to break like dry twigs. A construction site built with fragile materials can never produce a strong wall. That's why skin doesn't just heal more slowly. It's also far more likely to leave behind scars and dark marks than it ever did before. So what can we do to gently wake up this tired construction crew beneath our skin? Don't worry, I'm not going to hand you an expensive prescription or send you down a path of complicated treatments. Instead, we're going to talk about something far more powerful: how to nourish your builders again, with small, kind actions you take every single day. First, protect the construction site from UVA. I always tell my patients this. Sunscreen isn't just for beach vacations in Florida or Hawaii. It needs to become as automatic as brushing your teeth in the morning. Look for the words broad spectrum. That label means you're putting up the strongest possible shield around the entire worksite, keeping sunlight's silent saboteurs from slipping in while your crew is trying to rebuild. A little consistency in the morning can save you years of repair later on. Second, don't interrupt the healing process. This is a mistake I see all the time, especially in younger adults. When skin heals slowly or dark marks linger, people panic. They start attacking their skin with aggressive products, high-strength acids, harsh cleansers, constant exfoliation. Please don't do that. Using strong chemical exfoliants on already injured skin is like watching workers finish a wall and then handing them a hammer, just to knock it down and force them to start over. Give your skin room to breathe. Sometimes the smartest strategy is this: do less, but do it better. Focus on barrier-supporting products, ingredients like ceramides, which act like high-quality mortar, holding your skin's bricks firmly together. Third, take advantage of sleep's golden hours. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, sleep isn't just rest for your brain. It's when your body releases growth hormones and repairs cells most aggressively. In fact, up to 80% of skin repair happens at night, while you're in deep sleep. If you regularly stay up late scrolling on your phone or pushing through more work, you're essentially firing your best construction crew during their most important shift. Going to bed earlier is the most effective and completely free recovery therapy you have. Fourth, adopt a fire-calming diet. We need to put out the small internal fires caused by inflammation. That means adding omega-3 from fatty fish like salmon, or from nuts and seeds. Think of it as oiling a machine that's been rusting for years. Omega-3 helps everything run more smoothly, reduces false inflammatory alarms, and allows your skin to focus fully on repairing real damage. And fifth, never underestimate the power of flow. Blood circulation is the delivery route that brings raw materials to the construction site. Here's a simple habit I often recommend. Gently pat your face when washing with warm water, or take a brisk walk each day to help your heart send oxygen-rich blood to the skin. When circulation flows well, your builders always have bricks, cement, and tools on hand. Healing speeds up, skin looks healthier, and that natural glow, the one you remember from your 20s, starts to come back. My friend, let me pause here for a moment and speak to you from the heart. As someone who has witnessed thousands of changes in human skin over the years, I know that in today's fast-paced world, we all crave instant results. We want dark marks to disappear overnight. We want wrinkles to smooth out after a single application of cream. But biology doesn't work like a smartphone app. There is no instant refresh button. Your skin isn't getting worse. And it's not betraying you. It's simply trying to communicate with you, asking for understanding and a little more patience. When a scratch takes longer to heal, or uneven tone seems to linger, please don't blame your skin. Instead, see it as a gentle, warm reminder saying, "Hey, your body is a little tired right now. Maybe we need more rest, a bit more water, and kinder care." You see, consistency is the most powerful active ingredient in any health or skincare journey. When you shift your mindset from desperately trying to hide flaws to intentionally supporting repair at the root, that's when something remarkable begins to happen. Dark marks fade naturally, skin slowly regains its clarity and brightness, and most importantly, a new kind of confidence starts to grow from within. Not the confidence of having no wrinkles, but the confidence that comes from understanding your body, respecting the aging process, and knowing how to care for yourself. Through every stage of life, longevity is not about fighting time. It's about walking alongside time, with awareness, with dignity, and with pride. My friend, today's journey into understanding your skin was never just a lesson in biology. It was the first step toward making peace with your own body. If this video helped you realize that your skin isn't lazy, but simply in need of renewed support, please tap the like button below. That's the simplest way to let me know that the values we're building here at Longevity Heart truly resonated with you. And if you'd like to continue this journey with me toward lasting vitality and healthy aging, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're not just making videos here. We're building a community of people who choose to take ownership of their own longevity. Before we part, I have one small request. Please share your story in the comments below. I take time to read every message and respond personally whenever I can. Your real-life experiences are what inspire me to create the next solutions for our community. And in our next video, we'll uncover a powerful truth: the hidden force behind acne, wrinkles, and dark spots that very few people talk about. Inflammation, the silent driver of skin aging. You won't want to miss how to finally put out this hidden fire. Thank you once again for spending your time with me today. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.